everyone, I'm Crystal, founder and CEO of Grow Public Relations. Over the years of getting SMEs and startups featured in the media, I often get a lot of questions about PR, right? What is it? How does it work? So today I'm going to be answering these questions. I've been doing PR for the past decade or so I've seen the industry transform. And today I will be answering common questions that we get about PR from clients, or basically people who just cannot understand what it is, okay? The first question is this. Do we pay the media or influencers? Like, you get your clients featured in like Mothership, Asia One, Smart Local, Straits Times, it must be very expensive, right? No, we do not pay the media. Our clients pay us a fixed fee. It could be a retainer, it could be a project basis to pitch stories to the media to get the business featured in the media, to get the editors and journalists to be excited about what they do, right? And then the editors and journalists, if they are interested in the story, they would take it up and they would run with it. So we do not pay the media any fee, right? It is really us trying to excite the media, and the clients pay us that fee. Okay, so that's the first question. When we work with influencers, we also try to work on an earned basis where we offer certain experiences, and only if the influencers like it, then they share about it. So we have to say that there's no obligation, right? We don't want to sour the relationship with them. The second one is a big question that I get a lot. What is the impact of PR? You know, with digital marketing, you can track your cost per lead, you can track your conversion and stuff like that, right? But for PR, it's very much of a question mark, right? You won't know how many people read this Mothership article. You won't know how many, you won't really know the kind of reach specifically that this publication has, while you have the broad numbers, right? But I think in today's day and age, media features or getting featured in influencers is not just like you get your brand out there and then that's it. You leave it there, right? But it's also looking at these media features or influencer features as social proof that we can use to communicate the credibility of our brand, and not just leaving them there for people to see and discover us, but for us to use it as our marketing materials. We have our own social media pages, we have our own email newsletters, we have our own WhatsApp broadcasts and all that. And as business owners or as businesses, we can use these media features, influencer features as social proof and blast it out to these audiences, blast it out to our potential customers, investors, to re-engage them and get them to keep being connected to us, right? One thing that most agencies don't talk about is how to best utilize your features. But this is a very, very important conversation, right? How can you use it to the best of your ability? And then that way you will be able to cover that question about the impact of PR, right? How do you track the results? This is also a tricky question. With companies that run multiple marketing campaigns over and over again is a bit tricky. But what some brands do is that they are able to look at like a PR campaign that's ongoing, right? And they are able to track, like maybe in the month of January, we pushed out this unique PR campaign, and it resulted in us having X number of organic searches and X number of sales. And this is more than the usual. So maybe this campaign worked better. And all these are hypotheses, because a brand's reputation, a brand's credibility is something that is felt instead of tracked, right? Like, for example, how you feel about someone, how do you perceive someone as successful? You don't really have a specific metric to say like, okay, they have X number of following, meaning that they are successful, right? But a lot of things are subjective in how we view it. Okay, why invest in public relations instead of advertising? Like, let's say we talk about digital marketing or all forms of marketing. Public relations, or getting featured in the media and creating stories out there for people to know about who you are and what you do, falls into this thing called demand generation, right? Where you are building an insane amount of demand for your business such that your potential customers will want to come to you instead of you prospecting them. Digital marketing, like running ads and all that, is lead generation. It's for you to keep going to them and trying to convert them. So these are two very different things. If your objective is sales, then I would tell you definitely go for lead generation, go and do digital marketing. But if your objective is to build a stronger brand, if you are trying to be in the market for a long time and building that brand equity, then I would tell you maybe go for something like PR. Because in the long run, if you are running digital marketing campaigns for a very, very long time, you know this. Your ad costs are always going to go up. And once you stop running ads, that's it. You don't have any more leads coming to you. With PR, once you get certain number of features, media features out there, it will always be searchable. This is something that PR will allow you to have, and it will be there for quite a good amount of time, which is very different for digital marketing campaigns. Once you pause the ads, that's it. There's no equity or mind share there. Can you get my business featured in Straits Times or Mothership? We often get clients who ask us, what's my likelihood? What's my percentage? What's my chance? You've been in PR for so long. Maybe you can tell me like roughly what you think, right? I can tell clients what are the stories that definitely will not get featured if it's too promotional, if it's too marketing. But I really won't know at that point in time when we are going to send out the pitch to an editor at Straits Times or Mothership, whether the story will be picked up by them at the end of the day. We do not pay the media, we do not pay the editors or journalists. So what this means is that it's really very much up to them. It's really very much up to their editorial discretion as to whether they want to take on the story or not. And editorial discretion is often influenced by a few things. Firstly, they look at the newsworthiness of the story. Does it matter to the public? Why does your collaboration with a certain brand matter? It is maybe not so exciting, right? But if it is something that is cute or very recognizable or things that people will be interested to hear about, right? Then that's where you stand a higher chance. So we try to answer this so what question. So what does this news mean? Why does this matter to the audience? Then that will give you a better understanding of whether it will get picked up or not. But at the end of the day, we will never be able to truly tell until we send out a pitch and we get a response from them, right? And even if we send out a pitch now, we may not get a response now. If we tweak our angle, if we send it at a later time, maybe it would stand a higher chance. So that's why clients that work with us for a longer period of time, we have greater chances in aiming for those top tier publications. How do you make your story exciting enough for the media? When it comes to a consumer brand, strong photos are very, very important. When it comes to a B2B brand, then maybe expert opinions or insights on a certain topic may be more important. So there are different ways to play around with it. But when we think about making a story exciting, we often look at a framework of types of stories that will get featured by the media the most. Maybe they can be like people stories. Founder stories always work really well. If we introduce certain products or services that are consumer related, if we introduce certain expert opinions, insightful topics like relating to healthcare or relating to productivity, transformation, those could be interesting. Or let's say if we have certain collaborations with big brands that matter to the public, that could be interesting as well. How do you find the right influencers for your brand? We would try to match the influencer profiles with the kind of profiles that you're looking at when it comes to customers. And we can do this thing where we look at like their following, the type of content they post, the engagement of their posts. So definitely if you're in a more niche industry like finance, then you will look for influencers that cover finance related topics, even though it's more niche. And then there's also other factors that we can look at, which is like engagement rate, where there's a metric to calculate that as well. So these are some of the common questions that we get when it comes to public relations and how to get your brand story out there, and how does PR really work, right? So if you do have more questions, more things that you want to find out about PR or how it can work for your brand, comment below and maybe I'll make another video to share more. That's it for now. I'm Crystal. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.